This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from South Philly. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
On the double. Here we go, set. 10 cycles.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get forward for a couple. That's Gerard Campbell getting in there to make the play.
Okay,
ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
At their own 11-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stick with him again. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for an Eagles first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, big hole left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Touchdown number 9 for the year. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go. 52 blue.
Here's Saul, the man in motion.
Ready.
Now, faking the give. Intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Now a 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Philadelphia.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
On the ground, it's Miller. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
3. Now they'll pitch it out here. And the Eagles are going to be set up 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 6.
It's been a really impressive drive up until this point. I really like the way the offensive line looks, Mike. And here on this last 3rd down, they pick up just enough. Fresh set of downs, brings up 1st and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Ball right on the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And a big collision there. Down near the goal line. Keeps him out of the end zone.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So a little extra time to think about this 3rd and goal as we've hit the end of the 1st. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's third down and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This from 30 yards out. Elliott's kick is good, and the Eagles will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Austin now to return this. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, he locates Stewart. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Kittle is the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A run now on second down, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Here's a third down and 4.
Block 40. Triple 38.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down.
Yellow 43.
Man in motion, heading right. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 53. Ready.
Quick throw out wide, taken in by Pearsall. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Yellow 22. Hut.
look to throw. And that is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. Here's their punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Second and 11. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Will Shipley. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
Ready, break. Let's go. 50 ready. 50. Watch out now. 52. Set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical 3rd downs, better on 1st and 2nd. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
Kittle is the man in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
33, yellow. Ready?
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. We'll start the drive with Miller. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is 2nd and 9. They're going to toss it now to Miller. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10 and a quick first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
Okay, ready? Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Kittle is the man in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Ready.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. On the left side, he's got Stewart. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time by talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and I saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play. That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 52 blue.
Here's Saul, the man in motion. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Drill, 52.
On third down, they go with Pacheco. And the Niners are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
52.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hut.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. He money more power. Also dangerous.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. give to Miller running right. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
Here we go, set. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Here's a designed run. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Shipley. He'll take this ahead for a yard, down to the 49. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. 72.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Taken in, and he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
On the handoff, it's Shipley. Whoa! And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He finds Devontae Smith. And he'll take this one in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
we're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Kittle is the man in motion. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 5.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22.
Kittle is the man in motion. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And this will wind up a Niners first down, as they'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Pass brought in by Stewart. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here we go, set. Right. 62 blaster.
Up the middle they go. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Here we go. 45. Right.
Pearsall, the man in motion.
Ready?
He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the 49ers first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
From the gun, here's Pacheco. Finding room to the 20. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, 49ers.
First down, San Francisco.
Rails. Let's go now. Black 40. 10.
Now a give up the middle. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Second down and 8.
Shot. 17. Set. Ready. 52 blue.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left.
Ready. Ready.
On second down, Pacheco. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Back to the air again on second and 10. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. Will Shipley out of the backfield, the one he was looking for there. And it's going to bring up a third down. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Right.
Kittle is the man in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 5-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9.
Strike. Here we go. Sticky green. Yellow. Go. Set.
Now, faking the give. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Now it's Miller. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Once again, it's Miller. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll give it here to Shipley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Once again, they'll give it to Shipley. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
handoff. This is Miller. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Third down, they need 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready. 45, wide. Cut.
His drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back, and they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Move 32.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have a Niners first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Let's give credit to the defense. I mean, those throws, they have not been there this entire game. And they have tried time and time again to test this defense downfield, and you could see a little frustration mounting from some of these receivers. They cannot connect downfield.
Ready.
Back to the air one more time. Over the middle, he locates Stewart. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll look to throw yet again. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Let's go now. 45, right.
Here's Saul, the man in motion. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Black 40.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And the 49ers are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
San Francisco.
Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Groupie now, on for the extra point. He's got it, and the 49ers have cut the deficit to 5.
Eagles 19, 49ers 14.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. It is 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Here's a handoff to Miller. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the 1st down and preserve that final timeout.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. Here's 1st down.
That's another 49er first down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
He'll look to throw. That's to his tight end, Kittle. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. 70 seconds left to go in this game.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Ready. 38.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say so long from South Philly.